I'm Howard Fine of the Howard Fine Acting Studio, and I would love to talk about the myth of creating a character, which is an article I wrote for Backstage. First of all, most people have to deal with their self-consciousness. The way to get away from self-consciousness when you're acting, and that will send you into true action, is to have a strong objective. You think, what do I want to change? What effect do I want to have on the other person? You have an objective, you know what you need. You have obstacles, what's in your way, and then you have actions. What are you going to do to get what you want? That is basically the way to take a scene apart.
One of the most important things that Howard says about creating a character is never to judge the character. So if you're going to play a murderer, a vampire, or some villain, you don't put the stamp on that person as evil or a villain, because lots of us are walking around in the world and we're villains and we're evil, but no one thinks of themselves that way.
It's the specifics of the stories that affect us. When we attend a funeral, we don't just hear, Joe was a good man. We hear why he was a good man. Joe was funny. We hear why he was funny. We hear specifics. And those specific stories move us. We respond emotionally, not to generality, only to specifics. So when you're working on a role, you've got to be incredibly specific. You've got to fill in all that's not there.
There is always another place that you can go with it. You never kind of get to the end of a scene where you go, we're done, that's it, that's as good as it can go. The more specific we can get with each particular different aspect of it, the deeper we can go, and the more I think it resonates with an audience.
You're going to see how you need to use psychological and physical intimidation to get what you want.
True emotions arise from an occupied and oriented body. If you watch a show such as ER, the characters are always coming from somewhere, going somewhere. They're using things, they're picking things up. Stanislavski taught us truthful action leads to belief. When you're really doing something, really using something, really having a conversation, you find that your belief in the circumstances is much stronger than just standing spacelessly in the middle of the room and trying to connect.
You know, if you're going into an important business meeting, you're very picky about what you wear. I say to actors, don't refer to what you wear as costume. Actors wear costumes, human beings wear clothes. So use what's going to help you contact that part of yourself that is the character. And when working on a role, it's invaluable.